Greetings and good morning here from Scrappin' Lizzie. Um, Scrappin' Lizzie, the scrappin' woman. I was working on this on my live stream last night, but I didn't get much done because I was running my mouth. And so now it's the next day, and I know I got the same shirt on. I slept on the recliner, and that's what I did. I just put that on there upside down. I just realized I put this on here. Excuse me. I made the house and I cut out the house and I cut out the roof last night. And then I did the blanket stitch around the edge like that right there. How nice. And I just realized and then I just hooked it on with this door, and I realized I put it upside down. So I'm gonna just leave it upside down because that's what I'm gonna do. And but see, because I want to work on the tree, but I want to get this house on here just in the event that my tree, when it starts growing, it might grow over the house a little bit. So maybe I want the chimney on this side. It's a fireplace. Knock, knock, knock. Is your fireplace on this side or this side? Oh, it's on that side. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I asked them. Now, so now what I'm going to do is um, I'm going to go and stitch this on here in some precarious way, just so it's on there. Let me just put it on there. And now I am a slow stitching, different than most normal slow stitching people. So right now I'm putting this. I'm using sashiko thread on this here piece, and why I don't know, just because it's all different colors. Ow, jeez. Always remember, needles are sharp. And now I just pulled it out of the thing. Um, Pulled out the needle eyeball. It's got little bitty eyeballs on these needles. Okay, and so let me put it back in there. I need to go take a shower, but I woke up. I went to sleep in a reclining chair. Woke up and come right back in here and sit down. See, this sashiko thread, it comes in little skeins like this, all different colors. But then I took it out of the skein and wrapped it around this little tube thing, just so that I can try to keep it from um, getting all tangled up, and that works pretty good for me. And so, well, I guess I could have put it on one of those bobbins, but I wasn't thinking about bobbins at the moment. Um, so, so I guess I could have pinned that first. Sometimes if I don't pin something, it goes on crooked, which this is going on crooked. Let me just scoot it over a little bit there. Okay, there, now it's better. So I'm just putting the roof on. And, I was thinking after last night, and we're trying to remember names of stitches. And I wasn't doing too well with remembering names of stitches. And then I got to thinking, well, you don't need to remember names of stitches in slow stitching. That's only in embroidery that you need to remember the names of them stitches. And so I got a couple embroidery books up there that teaches stitches, and to remember all them names, because there's one book up there, it's got 500 different stitches. Do you think I could remember 500 stitches? There's no way. No way I could ever remember 500 stitches. So then I decided, okay, you can get the main gist of a stitch, and you can stitch You can make it a fancy stitch. You can make it a plain old stitch. You just make it a stitch. If that stitching is holding your project together, well then you got it right. Just call it a wiggly stitch or a straight stitch or a oopsie daisy stitch. See, you know, you can come up with. I just said that because my roof got a little bit off kilter there. And so yeah, oopsie daisy stitch. And then so we're not going to worry about what we call a stitch. And we're not going to worry about where we put a stitch. I'm just putting this, I wish I could zoom this in so you can see that I am just not in any way, shape, or fashion or form. Like here, I put that blanket, that piece up, I put the blanket stitch on there first, on this piece right here, that's the house. And then I said, well, I need to tack it down a little bit. So I figured I'd put the door on and to hold it on, and then I realized that was upside down. See, because there's a blanket stitch on the other side. That's not going to worry me none. I'm going to just keep going with it. And what I'm doing right here is just as cool as a cucumber. Just a minute, let me show you. Just a second. Oh, I know what I'll do so that you can see. So that you can see that there ain't no rules here. I am the rule adjuster. And ain't no rules, there's no rules. And at this stage of the game, at this level of the game of life I'm in, don't be teaching me no rules anymore because I'm not going to remember them. And so I need things with no rules. And so, but I just wanted to show you something though. Let me just get this piece. I just want to get this roof tacked down here so if a high wind comes, it won't pull the roof off of my house, you know, because I need that roof to stay there. Okay, I got that roof pretty much good enough for right now. That's my house. It's there so that because I thought, well, if I start forming these branches around, then see how this branch is going. I went from the trunk here to a thinner branch, then here to a thinner limb, then here it goes thinner, and then to a twig hanging all the way down. This tree probably needs to be pruned, but it's just grown wild. But so I figured, you know, because I might get a leaf, I might get a limb or two that goes over the house, so you just never know what might happen. Because I might add more fibers even to the tree. But I just wanted to show you something that I think is just cool as ever. Especially if you have this sashiko thread that is all colors, all kind of colors. It just goes from, like, there's green, and that's purple, and that's orange, and that's blue, and then it goes to orange, then purple, then green, then yellow, then red. It's just all that color in that length of string. But I want to show you, I'm just going to put a little piece right along here. And I'm just going to go, where should I go? I'm just going to go along the top here. Move mouse out of my way. See, I figure if I keep this here this cleared off for my workspace right here, then I always have a 13 by 13 inch place. Okay, I'm going to do that borrow stitch, the in and out running stitch. And I'm just going to go along that like this way. And I'm going to just keep going and pull that needle through. Okay, and I'll pull it through. Maybe we should put a knot on the end of here so it won't go all the way through. Won't stop. Okay. Now, I'm just going to leave this stitch here too on this for no apparent reason except that I think it looks pretty cool. We can pretend like it's a meteor going through the sky or something. So there I went with that little bit of a running stitch right there on the top. Now I'm going to go back, and there might be a name for this stitch too, I don't know. But I'm going to go back in, but what I want to do is I'm going to go where that stitch come out, I'm going to come out of, go underneath it and come back out on the other side. But because I'm using all this different colors, it makes the neatest looking, and I'm telling you, I like neat looking. And I'm just following them stitches I just put in, and I'm just going backtracking and filling in the blank spots. Filling in the blank spots. Good grief, keep in mind that these needles are sharp. I think I put this thread, in my, this here thread. I think I put that, I'll have to check on my Amazon affiliate link so you can see which one I bought here. But I love them colors. I just love them colors. It says 40M. Made in Japan and written in Japanese and all that stuff. And so I think I did put it in there, but I'll check to be sure. And in my Amazon affiliate link is always underneath the, always under the videos. And so hopefully you can get there if it's what you're looking for, you know. And if you're anything like me, I'm a monkey see, monkey do. I never knew about this until another subscriber had it, and she had it, so then I had to get it. And since I sold a couple of slow stitching kits, then I figure, yeah, it's my money. It's my money, and I'm gonna spend it. Okay, yeah. I guess I could pay a little bit more on a bill or something, but you know what? What's more important? Get them bills paid off, or to buy craft supplies? Well, you know, it's a toss-up, I guess. See there? How that stitch, well, now it maybe you can't really see all the different colors. And there's no red on that one. It's, oh, see? So, and it's just fun just to sew. You know what, I should have put this like in a rainbow shape. I could have made a rainbow in the sky. That's what I could have done. Well, I didn't do it, so I might pull this out later, but I doubt it. I doubt if I'll pull it out because it gives it a little bit more character. And so whenever I do something silly, I just say, oh, well, it gives it more character. And so, and that's what you need, is character and beauty in your piece. And this is going to be my week's project. I'm going to work on this piece all week. I will work on other things too. But I don't film everything I'm doing because. But last night and this morning I was working on needle felting a little bit. After the video, I mean, I tell you, I just go back and forth and back and forth. And so I did a little bit of needle felting. But now that's sitting over there beside me too. I might work on that some more later. I might not. I don't know. Okay, this here row is going to be a little bit more colorful. See, I just went one way, and then the second line here Boy, you know what I just thought of that would be so pretty? I just, my brain just keeps working and I get new ideas. So I just got these two lines here. I just got these two lines and then they put me in mind of something else. See, and I'm now just going in and out in between all the stitches on that running stitch, so that instead of it look like it's running, it's just kind of creeping along instead. There, now see now how they look, that second, the bottom line. Oh no, you can't see that. See how it changes color, the whole line? You know what I was thinking about? If you were to do like, just take a piece and just put these stitches all the way across, and then take black thread, and make music notes. You could make the whole staff across a piece like this, and then put music notes. I might go with 5 lines right here and put musical notes on there. Put a treble clef right here. That would be awesome. Okay, but that's not what I'm doing right now. Right now I'm working on, oh, look at there. I got thread on this needle already. So let's put this needle in a pincushion. I lose my needles. Sad. It is a sad story, but I lose my needles, and then Papa comes in here and he picks needles up off the floor. He says, gosh, you got to quit throwing these needles in the floor. I don't throw them in the floor. They just kind of go to the floor. But when I was needle felting, I lost a needle felting needle. So I hope I don't find it accidentally, because them suckers is rough. Okay, now what was I doing? Where was I? Okay, now I'm going to, I want to bring, let's see, I want to bring this, I'm going to bring this branch out a little further here. This is really, really fun to do couching. When I was thinking about, and this is what this really is called, couching, is when you can take anything and you can take anything, any kind of fibers of any kind, and couch it on. And even, well, like this is paper, like a paper ribbon stuff. I could even use that on a tree and couch it on, and it's paper. I could do that. And yeah, but you can couch anything on to, and you can couch a penny. You can put a penny down here and couch it on just by wrapping that thread around that penny to hold that penny on. And so, man, there is so much you can do with the couching to add to your art. And we're not looking to make, well, I am not anyway. I don't try to make anything look realistic. Everything I do is artistic. So now if you're looking for realistic, then you're looking up the wrong street. You're in the wrong neighborhood. And so, because you have to find somebody else that'll show you how they do realistic looking something or others. But for me right now, no. This is just as good as it gets. And here what we're doing, like I've said before, it's the journey, not the destination. So just keep that in mind, that it is the journey, not the destination. That means it's the process. I'm having fun doing this right now. This is so, it's relaxing, it's fun, it's it just gets your mind off the streets and out of the gutter. I don't know. Maybe that wasn't the right thing to say, but um, it gets your mind. Actually, when you listen to the news and you see what's going around in the world and stuff, and it makes you worry. Well, yeah, that puts your mind in the gutter. And so we want to get our minds out of the gutter. That gutter talk they have on the news, yeah, we don't need that. Okay, see? So, and this is exactly, now see here, my branch is going to go just a little bit over that house, just the tiniest bit. I think that looks kind of cool. And, so there we go. Look at, see, it did just a tiniest bit of it went over the house because that was long enough to go over the house. So there, now, oh, I hear that rain out there again. I wonder if we're going to have a rainy day today. What time is it? 7:46 a.m. Oh, it must be daylight out there already. Okay, now then, let me see. Nip that in the bud right there. So that got that one off. But then I was thinking, I think I want to put my this is going to be my smoke. This piece of this is the smoke coming out of my chimney. Now I'm going to couch that on there, because then maybe the branch will go over the smoke. Yeah. So, close enough. Close enough. Let me see if this will be enough thread on this piece. Might be. Maybe so. Maybe so, Joe. Okay, let's see. I was happy to see my feet this morning. I had happy feet. Yesterday I was a little concerned because they got so swollen. But it's because I overdone the sugar. I mean, not the sugar, but the salt. So, boy, I gotta watch that salt. Oh, oopsie daisies. So, this morning I didn't have no swelling. So, I was happy, 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 happy. So, I'm just couching on. I got a short piece of thread here, so it wants to keep coming unthreaded. But I think I can do this whole thing with this short piece of thread. Get all the smoke out of the chimney. This is fun yarn. And I don't, you know what? I just thought of that, but I think in my Happy Mail from Cordula, I think she did send me a whole skein of this yarn right here. Darn it. Why am I picking it off of that tassel she made? That's goofy. I'm not the brightest bulb in the tree, though, so. But I'm getting this couched on here. The smoke, I want it to kind of curve around, like the smoke would do out of a real chimney. So then you can decide, why is there smoke coming out of the chimney? Is it from a fireplace to keep people warm? Or could Grandma be in there baking biscuits in the wood stove? Oh, I think she's baking biscuits in the wood stove. That sounds better. She's baking biscuits in the wood stove. So now, I just couched on that whole piece. That whole piece of, I got just a little piece of thread still here to tie a knot. I don't want it to come back out. So I'll get that tied in there. And where'd my needle go? Oh, there it is. Gosh, I hear that rain. I'll have to get me a cup of joe and go sit on I'm going to make tea this morning. I'll have a cup of tea and go sit out on the front porch. There, see now? I got my smoke coming out. So now my smoke's coming out of the chimney. I'm going to make my branch. My branch can go over the smoke now. I have to get me some more thread. Maybe I gotta go online and see what colors I can get this kind of thread in. Although I don't need that, I got thread. Quit thinking, Elizabeth, you're gonna go broke. You go broke. You won't be able to pay the electric company, and then the electric company will turn off the electric, and then you won't be able to make videos. And you'll be up a creek without a paddle. Nobody wants to be up a creek without a paddle. Okay, so now I've got 2 pieces of yarn there. There's 2 pieces. So first I'm going to I'll go up there where it's attached to the tree, and I'm going to couch that on a little bit. Gosh, I love the sound of rain. It just sounds so good. And then I like to go sit out on the porch, because see, we got covered porch on the front and the back. We can go sit, you know, not get rained on. And drink me a cup of tea, bring my phone out there and play some games. I just found a new game I started playing. So much fun. Okay, see there I have them 2 yarns. So now I'm going to split them and just have one yarn to go this way. And my trees grow in odd. I have a tree in my front yard though, and I look at that tree a lot, and it's kind of, I can really focus on that tree sometime if I'm trying to like meditate or something, because that tree is so amazing how the branches grow, because they just don't grow like you would think branches are supposed to grow, and it goes in all directions and twists around, and so it's a twisty tree. And so I'm just couching this little twig here. And I don't think I want to cut off any of this yarn. You know, you could cut it off if you think you want your twig to end somewhere. But I'm just going to follow see wherever the, I'm going to just see wherever it takes me. And so it's taking me right here. And I'm just going to couch it on there. Couching that twig on there. Now see, I did this on a solid piece of fabric right here, mainly for y'all, so y'all can more see what I'm doing. Not that I'm doing anything right or wrong, I'm just doing. And so that's way you know that when you start building your own tree, there's no right or wrong, and everybody's tree is going to be different. I want to see a lot of trees on the Scrap and Lizzie Unicorn Facebook page. I want to see a whole forest of trees just show up. And see, now, there, that one went up this way. So this one here, maybe we'll get this one to go, you get that thread back in down here at the base where it hooks onto the tree. I kind of like this brown, the yarn is brown, but the fiber I'm using to, it's crochet cotton, what I'm using to couch it on is that like ecru color. And so I kind of like using that. I will probably use up that whole ball. I say, you know, I only got 30 years to use up every bit of this crafting supplies. I've got 30 more years. So I need to get on the show, get the show on the road. I'm 71 and I plan to live to 101. So that means I only have 30 more years to get it all used up. See, now I'm getting to the end of that twig. And then, and see, this you plan as you go, you know, like you'll get so far and then you'll say, wonder what I should do next. And usually you don't even have to wonder. Usually it just comes, right? Just pops in your brain what you want to do next. And if something next doesn't pop in your brain right now, then just start another one. Another one. Like in my brain popped in that musical staff and the treble clef and the notes and stuff. That just popped in my brain. So now I'm ready to start one of them too. So I might get one of those started. Maybe today. Maybe tomorrow. Or maybe never. But it's a good thought. So now I'm going to work on this one. This little twig. So it's not just blowing in the wind. Is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. How many years must cannonball fly? I gotta look up them words so I can sing that song. I just thought of it now when I said blowing in the wind. I'm a singer, not a professional singer, and not even a good singer. But boy, words make me think of songs, and sometimes a word will make me just come up with a song that I just make up as I go along. Yeah. It's okay. The hubster has earplugs if he needs them. So, there we go. Now I'm going to put a little knot behind that one to keep it from escaping. So we don't have that limb blowing in the wind. Now see there how my limbs are going in my tree? Then I have all this. The tree is still growing. It's still growing. It's not snowing, it's just growing. Okay, so now if I take, like now if I, what time is it? 32 minutes and 43 seconds I've been on here. Okay, well, see, this is so cool. This is just so cool. So I'm going to just put a couple stitches to hold this part up here. And I'm not putting the stitches in this, in the tree. I'm only going around it. The stitches are only going around and stitching it to the fabric. So I'm going to now, let's see, how now, brown cow? There we go. See, now I just split these because I got 6 strands. So I split them into 2 threes. Okay, that's good. That's good. And so now I'm going to couch on. I'm couching on those 3 just for an inch or so. See, I call it the trunk, then the branches, then the limbs, then the trees. That's what I'm calling it. Okay, so now I went and couched a little bit of those 3. So now I want to take these 2, just those 2, and I'm going to go and keep couching, but I'm just going to couch those 2 now, and we're going in a different direction. Not you, you go over here. You're going to go somewhere else. Twiggy. Okay, see? Now, and we're going to just take those 2 now for a while, and just couch them on, right over here. You're going to go somewhere else. Twiggy. Okay, see? Now, and we're going to just take those 2 now for a while, and just couch them on, right over here. You're going to go somewhere else. And just couch them on right over here, and it's going to go over that other branch. separate these now. Now we're going to twigs. Now I'm going to just couch on that one piece because we just went from that limb to a twig. So now see, I got to the end of that twig part and actually was able to get a stitch into that chimney. So that helps that chimney hold still too, see? So that's what happens if you do that. Well, let's pull that right out, my needle. And so I'm probably going to stay doing this like for a long time, but I won't keep my camera on all that amount of time because, you know, I know y'all don't want to sit there that long. Y'all don't want to sit there that long. Heck, nobody. You know what I think? I got some green thread on this needle. It's kind of chartreuse. I don't know what it is. I'm going to, just for giggles, just for giggle power, I'm going to go right here and couch that piece on with, because I got to do this limb here, this pink limb. I'm going to put a little bit of bohemian. You know, you could make a whole bohemian tree. That's another idea. I gotta start making me a list. Make a bohemian tree with nothing but color. Color, 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 color. A bohemian tree. With beads. Oh, good night. I want to make a bohemian tree. I want to make my musical notes and bohemian tree. Oh man, would that be cool. Good night. Because I'm liking this tree thing. And most of my book, see, I named my book The Garden of Eden. I named my slow stitching journal, I named it The Garden of Eden because it is going to have so many flowers and parts of nature. Oh, look at that, where I just couched that on with that fluorescent colored thread. Holy banana cakes. Look, see, you don't have to cut these off. You just get them to move over Beethoven. Just get them to go somewhere. See, now that one's too short. No, that one's too short. Okay. I don't throw my short pieces away though. It all goes into the shoebox for my dog bed stuffing. We don't throw nothing away. See, I got this here bag is what I'm working on. I've been cutting apart blue jeans, and all of the scraps go in here. This is the threads that come off the blue jeans. They're in there. This is threads that come off of fabric. All of that, I save all that. because that is going to go into dog bed. Where'd my needle go? Oh, good grief. Is it in the floor? Oh, no, it's right here. Do you see where my mind goes? It just keeps a flipping and a flopping and a flagging in the breeze or something. I don't know what it does. It does weird stuff, though, my brain. My brain, well, I'm going to be eating more brain food, though, lately, because they say fish is brain food, and I'm going to be eating, I decided I'm going to be eating a lot of fish and a lot of chicken for my only meats, fish and chicken, and sweet potatoes for my, I don't know anything else I can eat that's safe, so I'm going to have a diet of sweet potato. I wonder if I can eat rutabagas. I think I can. I've got a limited amount of stuff that I can eat that's healthy for me because I got stuff. I got stuff going on that causes me to have a limited diet. But I haven't been limiting my diet because I'm not a good girl. I'm a bad girl. And so, ouch. But then I have, like, problems, you know, like swollen feet because too much salt. But, then I'm diabetic, so I can't eat. So when you're diabetic, you should avoid, of course, sugar. Of course, you know, like, and then, you know, carbs. Complex carbs, too, you got to, avoid them complex carbs. So where you get them ones, of course, it's the pasta and the bread and everything. So rice, all of it. Gosh, there's just nothing. And then I have to also avoid vitamin K. Okay, vitamin K. Where do you get vitamin K? Vitamin K is all those nice leafy green vegetables, spinach, collard greens, mustard greens, all the broccoli and the dark greens. Okay, so I gotta avoid them. All right, okay. So now we've taken away all carbs, all green, and what's left? Ice cubes. So, okay, then vitamin D. I gotta avoid vitamin D. So, well, that's not too hard though. Just stay out of the sun. It gives me an excuse where I don't have to go out and mow the grass. Somebody else has to mow the grass. I say I'm allergic to the sun. I can't go out there. Let's see. Some of them are good because yeah. No sunshine. No sunshine for me. Look how this is coming out. Yuns, guys. Yuns, guys. This is so cool. Yuns. Yuns. Yuans. Okay, wait a minute. Here. Now let me get this one here. See, now I'm going to take these three and I'm going to couch them for a while. Couch them for a while. Now, also in my videos, y'all guys, if you're new, my videos, there are some days I might put up 3 or 4 videos. Now, I was suggested that I just make my videos and schedule them to go up on another time. And I thought, that's dumb. I thought, that's dumb. And so that I have like a video go up every day at 7 o'clock or something like that. No, that's not me. I am not organized. I'm allergic to an organization. And so I make a video and then I just put it up. I don't edit. I just put it. As soon as I'm done with making the video, I post it. And so that's how I do my videos. So, and then you never know what you're going to get. Life is like a box of chocolates. And so, God, that rain sounds so beautiful. And so, who knows? I might do a video on needle felting in another half an hour or something. I'm not gonna, but I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna do this. I think I'm gonna just do this. I got a couple things I have to do today, like a load of laundry. I won't videotape myself doing a load of laundry though. That's no fun. I only videotape fun stuff. So look at how this branch grew. It's growing. Look how it's growing. It's just going and going and going. And so we don't know where it's going. It goes till it ends. It's growing. It's a growing tree. This is a growing tree. Okay, now we got to the end of that one. That little twig. Okay, let me go into the back here, and ooh, just had a pain in my arm right there. What would that cause? What causes that pain? I gotta check that up on WebMD. Why do I got a pain on my elbow pit? My elbow pit. Okay, now the pain's gone, so I don't have to now look it up. Okay, now, see now, I have right here, let me go in right here now, because now I can couch these two. I got two strands, so I'm get those two strands this far. My back fabric is getting a little wrinkled. That's okay. Now I split them two apart, and I'm just going to couch on this one. I'm just going around that piece of yarn, just around it. I'm not going through it, just around. Don't go through it. Don't go over it. Yeah, you do go over it. I was just thinking about going on a bear hunt just then. And going on a bear hunt, that used to be so much fun. For a while of my life, I taught preschool. I'm telling you, I was in my glory when I was teaching preschool. What was I? I was in my 40s when I was teaching preschool. But there was one thing that we did all the time. We was going on a bear hunt. Going on a bear hunt. I can't remember how it goes now. Going on a bear hunt. Can't go. And then you come up to a river. Can't go over it. Can't go under it. Gotta go around it. I don't know how that goes now. I'll have to look that up. I used to have so much fun. Preschool teaching, that was fun. Oh man. Well, preschool and kindergarten, because it was in a private school, you know, like a Christian school I was teaching at. So I only had to be certified through, see, I don't have a college degree. Heck, nobody. But I did get a certification through the college that produced the curriculum I was using, so our school was using. So I went to that college, for a seminar that taught you kind of how to use their curriculum. And it was fun though. I really enjoyed that. I did that for, I don't know, 7 years or so. I just really enjoyed that. Some of them little kids though, oh doggies. It was, and even back then, I'm telling you, some of them, you gotta be careful. We used to have little preschoolers come in and threaten us. If you put me in time out, my mother said she will sue you. Some of them was nasty children. I don't know how come some children can be so mouthy like that. They would scare me. They not scare me. It just, what would scare me about that is if they're like this when they're 4. If they talk like that when they're 4 to adults, then what are they gonna be when they're 14? That's what would worry me. And so I would feel really bad for the children that it sounded like some of them, the parents were encouraging them to be kind of mouthy. hmm we have parents kind of said. My son's daily report said that he was in timeout for 4 minutes, and I want to know exactly what happened and what happened to the other person. And oh gosh, yes, your child was put in timeout for 4 minutes because he's 4 years old because he spit in Susie's face. Well, what did Susie do to cause him to have to spit in her face? After a while, you just kind of say, "Oh, just go ahead, Ralph. Spit in Susie's face. It's okay with your mother." But holy Jiminy Christmas. So even though it was fun, my job was fun, sometimes it wasn't a whole lot of fun when you had to deal with some of the parents. It's funny too because this has been, I was in my 40s, I'm now in my 70s. So it was that many years ago. These kids are grown now, but their surname was Dam. They were the Dam family. I said, oh my God, it's the Dam family. That was their name, though. Really, I wasn't making fun. That was their name. It was the Dam family. It'd be my luck they're watching this right now and they know exactly who we're talking about. Yeah, and they'll come and toilet paper my house or something. Oh, good night. Good night noise. Now, let's see. Where can I go with these branches? Okay, let me see. I want all three of these to go for a while down here. Okay, this here little piece of thread is too short. I gotta get some more. I get some more. Am I keeping you too long, you guys? I hope not. I hope I'm not keeping you too long. Because I really can't sit here more than an hour. Get over there, thread. Jeez. I know I put it right there at the base of Mount Scratmore, and then it wants to roll in my area. Okay. Move around. I'm gonna go make me some tea. Then I'll make me some chai tea. Then I'll take my phone out there and sit on the porch, watch the rain, and play a word game. I love them word games. Then I have a bubble popping game I read too. I don't read that. Bubble pop. Pop bubbles. What's this last one I downloaded? I don't know. Oh, it's cubes. Yeah, that one was fun. That one I just did. I might delete a couple games so that I can fit on new games when I go take a break out on the porch and check nature. And check nature out on the porch. And now let's see. I did them three together. Maybe I'll separate those two and go for a while with just those two and go around and around. See, I don't have too much of my tree left to go, but I guess I won't keep you, Jiminy Christmas. I won't keep you. I'll just get this branch right here. No, this is not branch. Now I'm on a limb. I'm out on a limb now. Things is getting shaky. I'm out on a limb. And then I'm gonna be making a twig here. This twig's gonna go all the way to the ground. Well, that twig went to the ground. Some of my twigs go to the ground. It's okay. It's all fine. It's all fine and good. I wonder if I could build a squirrel. I could. I could put a squirrel in the tree. And just Make like a little animal with little tiny ears and a big fluffy tail. That'd be a squirrel. Doesn't have to look exactly like a squirrel, just sort of like a squirrel. That would be cool. Get out of there, yarn. Yarny. Okay, you go up there. Don't confuse me. This here branch is in front of the tree trunk there. Now this one I couched it right to the trunk, so that one didn't go around because the trunk is thick. I braided that trunk in case you didn't see me yesterday. I braided that. That's braided. Gosh, I love doing this. Now, see, I'll tie that in a knot back here. So that will stay put. Stay put-a-dooted right there. Circumspectly. Now, see, now I got this one. Maybe I'll do this one up around like this. See, I won't keep you any longer. I've had you almost an hour. I've taken your time up almost an hour. This is nice, isn't it? I like it. I like it. Put an apple in the tree right here with a little leaf. Put a little leaf on it. Well, I don't have a leaf there, but oh, here's my leaf. Apple, leaf. You see like that? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, let me just find something. Let me read something. This book here. Okay, we finished everything Valentine's Day. Then it says the next, when is Easter? Let's see what it says, because I guess apparently Easter comes pretty soon. I don't know. No, it doesn't come pretty soon. You know what? I will wait on that one. I'll wait on there till I'm sure about Easter. And instead, I'm going to take this book and I'm going to save them till it's more closer to Easter. I got to look at I got to look at the calendar to see when Easter comes. Okay, this is Somebody Loves You, Helen Steiner Rice. I love that. Stephanie Bolden gave me this book. Yep. I have to write in the book so I can remember. That last one I just had in my hand was from Gail. Not Gail. Erin Morrison gave me that one. Okay, let's see. I just opened it to this, and these are two short ones, so I'm going to read these too. Helen Steiner Rice. Enfolded in his love, the love of God surrounds us like the air we breathe around us, as near as a heartbeat, as close as a prayer, and whenever we need him, he'll always be there. Very good. Then this one on this side says, one thing never changes. The seasons swiftly come and go, and with them comes the thought of all the various changes that time in flight has brought. But one thing never changes. It remains the same forever. God truly loves his children, and he will forsake them never. That's pretty nice, too. And then I'm looking at this, too. I would want to draw that. That's a pretty something spray of flowers to draw. Lately, I see something, and then I just think, ooh, I want to draw that. I think I do want to draw. I'm going to put me a bookmark in there, right there, so I'll know that's the page I want to draw. And who knows, I might draw after a little while today. Put me a piece of paper right here and draw. Thank you guys for hanging out. Just as, like, what a way to spend an hour on Tuesday morning. Okay. Oh, today is my granddaughter's birthday. I gotta make her a card. She's 20 years old. 20 Kimberly is 20 years old. I can't believe that child is 20 years old. I gotta quit treating her like an infant. I'm telling you. She lives right next door. I'm her grandma. I can do anything I want. Okay, God bless you all. May He watch over you every step you take, every move you make. And I will see you right here at my house. Right? This is my house. My house looks exactly like this. And there's a tree just exactly like this right outside my house. And so, God bless and keep you all. May He watch over you, keep you safe, keep you happy, keep you um, healthy and well fed. And come back to the next video. Thank you so much for coming. God bless. God bless.